I'm gonna do a boat review of my Tracker 190 Pro Team. I believe it's I think it's a 21. I think it was a 21 and I bought it in 22. I think that's how it was. But this boat has been fantastic. Like, I know a lot of people hate on trackers, but as hard as I fish out of this thing, it's been amazing. Like, I hardly have any issues with it. I run it on the Mississippi River all the time, and I'd say on average, like, you know, fish like 14 days a month, and the thing's just been fantastic. Like, I have like no complaints, other than like it definitely could use a 150 instead of a 115 for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna walk you guys through it here, kind of give you an in-depth review, stuff I do like, stuff I don't like, and hopefully you guys it'll help you out in buying a boat in the future. So essentially up front, right now I'm just running one Garmin 9-inch. I plan on getting another one next year so I can run mapping up here as well, because right now I'm just running live scope. I got the 34 transducer, and then I got an 80-pound Ultrex on it. The boat's got a swing away tongue. It does fit in my single stall garage, barely, but it fits. Haven't had any issues with the trailer. You can see probably on the paint here I got scuffs and stuff, and it just happens. I probably would like to wrap it just to try to save the paint. Going towards the back here, so this boat did come with a 55-pound Edge trolling motor, and then it came with two of these hook twos, one up front, one here. I just keep this one here. Essentially I just run 2D on it all the time, and then I run my mapping on the 9-inch here and like my side imaging and stuff like that. I would like to get another one up here, but the problem is that they don't really make any mounts for trackers that go across the dash. So, you know, it's definitely gonna have to be something custom, which I'm fine with, but it's also just kind of a hassle. So I did, see if I can get you down here. I did end up putting a hot foot in, which has been amazing, especially for these aluminum like holes that aren't a pad hole. It sure makes like cornering like way nicer. I will probably put a blinker trim tab in, but I haven't done that yet. Going to the back, I got a Mercury Pro XS 115. You can get some speed out of these boats, but it's a lot of work. So like what I ended up doing is like I bumped it up one hole from the stock one, which would have been down, so this would have been flush. So it's sitting a little bit higher. I could use a jack plate, but honestly I haven't found the need for it. And then I'm running a Solus 21 pitch 4-blade on there. And depending on the day, like I'll get like 48 by myself and like 43 with two guys. I also have this thing loaded down like crazy, which I will show you. Like, I mean, it's tournament load, and those are the speeds that I'm getting. I know guys are saying they get like 52, 53 miles an hour out of them, but they probably aren't carrying 250 pounds worth of tackle. So the tires that came with from the factory have been good so far. I'll probably replace them next year, because I have had this boat for 3 years now and kind of slowly been making it my own. But we'll jump up in it here. So you got these two compartments in the back. They're not super big. This one's like usually has my rain gear in it and just some miscellaneous stuff. That one keeps all my tools in, same size. Then back here is where your fuel tank is, and then also my starter battery. I used to have all three batteries back here until I switched to a lithium, which I will show you guys here in a minute. I put the lithium up front. This is a live well. So one problem with trackers, like it seems like this piece here just like flops around, and so when I'm fishing BFLs where like I have to have two separate sides, when I was going through the waves, this thing would come out of these grooves. So I literally, like, I know it's kind of janky, but I did it like one night right before a BFL tournament. I just ran these screws in here to make it solid, so it's two separate sides. Fish aren't going to be going underneath it or anything. Then I added this piece here, just made it myself out of some junk I had in the garage to hold all my cull tags. Been good, like I haven't had any problem. Okay, SD card wanted to crap out on me there. So I was just showing the live well. Get up here to the gauges, you know, you get your bilge nav, and then you got your live well pump and aerator, and then I have nothing hooked to the auxiliary. It's kind of a nice little spot for your phone. I mean, probably won't matter once I put graphs on there. All the gauges have been good. I know gauges in boats suck, so they've been good, surprisingly. Got a cooler. It's actually pretty big, honestly. It's nice. I will say it doesn't hold ice super well when it's really hot out. So I mean, you know, like I'll put 2 bags in there with my stuff and like it'll be gone by the end of the day. All right, so now for the front compartments. The front deck on this boat is pretty big. Like I'll put my 7.5 foot rods up here and not have an issue whatsoever with them like sticking over the edge or anything like that. There's also a spot here for when you have your co-anglers, they can strap their rods in. Not a fan of these rod straps up front either. I wish they were like retractable or something, which I might end up figuring that out, because this thing's got like a guide system here that you could put some of their accessories, and I was wondering if I could get something mounted with retractable rod straps, because they just end up hooking my lines, and that is one pet peeve like I hate about this boat. All right, so we'll get into the first rod locker here. So honestly, I don't know, I probably got like 15 or 16 rods in here, and I know I could fit more if I didn't have spinning rods. Plenty of room. I did do what you see a lot of guys do, is I made this here. So I took out the traditional rod holder with holes. You'll see it's still on the other side. I'll show you guys. And I made this with just a 6-inch tube in it, and I can definitely hold way more poles, and they fit better. I don't know why bass boats put those stupid single rod tubes in there, but you literally see every single person pull them out. So that's my rod locker. That's where I keep primarily most of my poles. I keep some of my spinning rods on the other side, which you guys will see here in a minute. So this compartment is gigantic. So I have all this tackle in here. It goes back underneath the cup holders on these both sides, and then it goes all the way up front, almost to where you can see where the rivets are there, right in front of my trolling motor. It goes all the way up there. So I actually have a 24 volt lithium with the charger all the way up front. It's a Lifetime lithium. I have nothing bad to say about Lifetime. I know they're cheap Amazon lithiums. It's been great. Like, if you're looking to save money and be on a budget for lithiums, I think I paid $5 something for that, and I know it's like an additional $100 for the charger, which is kind of dumb. But yeah, it's been awesome. So I fit all that in there. And this side, I just keep like my fire extinguisher paddle, life jacket, throw cushion, and then I keep like 3 spinning rods over here. But this is also where I keep my black box for my live scope, and then I run it off a 30 amp hour amped lithium battery up there. I'll probably end up getting a 100 amp hour Lifetime just to leave in here, but for now, my dad let me borrow this one just to get me going, and it's kind of nice to keep live scope on its separate system. I've never had any issues with it. Never dies. I'll fish all day, no issues. Then you come up here, I do got the Garmin on the straight up mount. That's been great too. I got this mount over here. Sometimes I'll run my iPad, and it's been just a great boat all around for how hard I beat on it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I will say some days on the Mississippi, like the 80-pound Ultrex ain't it. Like it's fantastic. It's been a good trolling motor, but when that current's really ripping, it definitely seems to struggle on some days. But yeah, these are these stupid rod straps. Like, they literally suck. I loosened them a little bit so I can at least flip them to the side, but when you go to pick up a rod, that hook just hooks your lines all the time. So, well, if you guys have any questions about this boat, let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and if you guys are looking to get in like a fairly cheap bass boat, but brand new still, and it still has the, you know, the warranty and everything, which I really wanted because of how hard I do fish and like how much I tournament fish. I just wanted the reliability, and I think I paid, it was a showroom boat and it had some scratches on it. I think I paid like around $28 for it, and I know they're more expensive now. And then, you know, if you count the Garmin's that I paid roughly, I would say average. I know I got one of them used and the other one brand new, so average I paid like $4.50 a piece for the Garmin's. Then I bought the Ultrex brand new, and then the live scope. So I'd say probably in total I'm like in $35,000 into this boat, and it's been awesome. It's been a great river boat and really not that many complaints. I fished super hard out of it. So if you guys do have any questions, let me know. And watch the rest of my videos.